Let's take a pork tenderloin, stuff it up with some chorizo, put a little cheese in there, and then wrap it up in some bacon. I've got 6 pieces of bacon. Now when I make a weave, I like to have 7 across. You get more length that way, right? But this bacon is short. So you can see this piece that's going across will only fit 6 pieces. So I'm going to have to make this work somehow because I do want a weave today. Maybe we'll end up being a little short and we'll have to improvise, but it is what it is. And one of the things I do like to do when making a weave is, you know, bacon always has a wider end and a narrow end, so I rotate each time so that it stays pretty straight, at least as good as I can get it that way. So there's our weave. And here's our pork tenderloin. So you can see it would have been really great if we could have had that 7th piece that I mentioned. But we'll make this work. Just kind of cast iron skillet and a couple of pieces of chorizo. Remove the case, of course, and we'll just fry this up. You can see our chorizo's got a nice brown color. We've got it browned up real nice. Just going to take it, put it on a paper towel so some of that grease can drain off. Now I've got some Havarti cheese, Havarti dill as a matter of fact. I believe if there was only one cheese in the world that I was allowed to have, this would be it. Just going to shred some of this cheese up. You can see how nice that's looking. And I'm shredding up just about half of this package. I've got 1 pork tenderloin here, right? These guys are kind of thin. Just going to cut down this back side. Now I already trimmed the fat off of this guy. It was frozen and I can feel there's just a little ice left. I'm not too worried about it. I think we're going to be fine. A little ice, I guess I should say. I can tell that it's still a little frozen. That was what I should say. Now these guys are so small, I don't know if you've done this, but it's kind of easy to make a cut that's not good here, meaning all the way through. You don't want to do that. So now I'm going to come in here, I think, like this, and we'll make 1 more. I know you're not supposed to cut toward yourself, but so don't do this at home. Like I say, it's still a little frozen, but we'll just have to make do. I got to get it cooked. Oh, almost dropped the knife. All right, and now what I'll do, get a piece of wax paper here. Wax paper, saran wrap, cling wrap, whatever you want to call it. Definitely not wax paper. Take my trusty little hammer. And what we'll do is flatten this guy out, stretch it out, so it'll be a little more uniform. And it'll make stuffing and cooking a little bit easier. And I'm just going to do this on both sides till I get, you know, a even thickness. So let's move that guy. Now we'll get it turned back over. And I'm going to come in with that chorizo that we prepared. Kind of get it over to this side a little bit. Now, I always put too much stuffing in stuff and it falls out the end. So if you're a perfectionist or don't want that, then, you know, just don't put as much as I do. And now I'm coming back, I know you guessed it already, with that Havarti cheese. I am going to try to put all that that we had in here because I've been touching this pork and I've been touching the cheese, which means I can't use it for anything else, so don't let it go to waste, right? No science to this, I don't think anyway. Just want to get all this goodness wrapped up in this pork tenderloin, I should say, right? So I think we'll just pull that up like so. Okay, there's our pork tenderloin. Now we're going to bring that bacon weave back into the picture. And you can see, right, like we mentioned, that bacon is not going to cover the whole thing, but I think I have a plan for that. Now, I don't know if you do much bacon wrap stuff, but the wax paper will really help you get your wrap going. Things don't stick because it's wax paper. Okay, that's what we've got. But now what I'll do on these ends is I had some extra bacon left over, right? So I'll just come in, take a piece of bacon like that. Maybe even two, we'll see here in a minute. Let's get this back done as well. I'm going to tuck that end. All right, so the back looks pretty good. But up here, we still got, you know, and you could go with that, I guess, right? But I've got an extra piece of bacon, so why, you know, I'll have to figure out something to do with it if I don't use it. So I'm going to come in here, wrap this end, maybe, like that. Now let me get some toothpicks. I'm just going to put a couple of toothpicks in. Just, you know, just put it here in the ends is all I do. Just helps keep that bacon in place in case something slips. Now, the final thing before we get over there on the smoker is hit it up with some barbecue rub. I'm using the Cully Kingpin. If you don't have this, use your favorite pork barbecue rub. You know, something with sugar content. And I'll just try to carefully and gently roll this guy around. We'll season up all sides, and then we'll get over to the smoker. Now, I'm using the Gourmet Guru Kamado today. It's a little cold here in Florida, and it holds temp for me real well. We're running about 275. Hey, this is a beef roast. Got nothing to do with this cook. For a chili video we have. Hey, congratulations to Davis Moore, who is the winner of the ChefsTemp X10 Digital Thermometer. Go to armadillopepper.com, use the Contact Us page, and send us your shipping address. Been resting here about 15, maybe even 20 minutes. I'll cut it right down the middle so we can all take a look together. Got that nice cheese in there. There's the chorizo. Let's cut a couple slices off, and then we'll do a taste test and see how it turned out. Here we go. I'll tell you, it's got an awesome flavor, but to be totally transparent, it's a little dry. And let me tell you what happened. I was doing two cooks at the same time. This pork tenderloin got up to 142-ish, 143 at the 50-minute mark, right? By the time I applied the barbecue sauce, let it go, I think total cook time was 1 hour and 6 minutes, I believe, by the time I was done. It had creeped its way up to 150. Would I make it again? Yeah. I really love the way the chorizo and the bacon goes with that pork tenderloin. Hey, thanks so much for watching. It's Super Bowl Sunday. I know this video won't come out on Super Bowl Sunday, so I guess I'll say I hope you had a good Super Bowl Sunday.